Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Join us as we dive into the world of Disastrous Necromancer, where we'll unravel the mysteries of Lin Moyu's quest to become the strongest. From hidden secrets to epic battles, we're here to give you an exclusive look at the story before anyone else. If you're a fan of fantasy, necromancers, or just love a good adventure, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, comment, and share to support the channel, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a chapter. Let's start the journey.
The voice of the Abyss Demon Sovereign was extremely unpleasant, yet it contained immense power. Just hearing his voice made Lin Moyu's heart involuntarily skip a few beats. The Abyss Demon Sovereign had come personally to kill him. Zhu Qiwu whispered, "I'll hold him off. You head in that direction." He gave Lin Moyu a look, signaling him to leave. Lin Moyu shook his head, "I can't leave, and I won't leave." Zhu Qiwu's eyes showed clear anxiety. Facing a Saint Sovereign, it made no difference whether Lin Moyu was there or not. He could hold off the Abyss Demon Sovereign for a while, and if Lin Moyu was lucky, he might escape. Lin Moyu, however, smiled and said, "A dignified Saint Sovereign attacking a God King like me, aren't you afraid of being laughed at?" The sinister voice rang out again, "Who dares to laugh at me?" The abyssal fire instantly expanded, like a prison, firmly trapping Lin Moyu and Zhu Qiwu. Zhu Qiwu's eyes were resolute, gathering rules, clearly ready to fight to the death. Lin Moyu also prepared to act. Regardless of whether he could win, he had to try. He had the scales of the abyssal dragon demon and could use corpse explosion. The Abyss Demon Sovereign was indeed a Saint Sovereign, but a Saint Sovereign was also an other shore realm being. In theory, using the corpse of the abyssal dragon demon as material could also injure the Abyss Demon Sovereign. If he added the myriad colors water, there might be a chance to kill him. A God King killing a Saint Sovereign might sound like a fantasy, but Lin Moyu felt it was worth a try. Suddenly, his soul stirred, and he said to Zhu Qiwu, "It's okay now." A point of golden light suddenly exploded in the flames, followed by countless points of golden light, extinguishing the abyssal fire wherever they passed. Heavenly Saint Sovereign. The Abyss Demon Sovereign let out a low roar, clearly furious, but also a bit surprised. Perhaps he was surprised at how quickly the Heavenly Saint Sovereign arrived. Amidst the myriad points of golden light, a figure gradually solidified. The Heavenly Saint Sovereign, with a gentle smile, looked towards a certain spot in the void. "Abyss Demon Sovereign, after thousands of years, do you want me to act again?" A few seconds later, a low growl came from the abyssal fire, which gradually disappeared as the Abyss Demon Sovereign left. From their conversation, Lin Moyu understood that the two had fought thousands of years ago. And it seemed the Heavenly Saint Sovereign had won, as the Abyss Demon Sovereign now dared not fight him again. Zhu Qiwu was about to speak, but the Heavenly Saint Sovereign waved him off. The Heavenly Saint Sovereign raised his hand, and a golden star appeared in his palm. The star flew out from his palm, like a golden sun, illuminating the entire starry sky. Bathed in the golden light, Lin Moyu and Zhu Qiwu felt as if they were soaking in a hot spring, extremely comfortable. Then, wisps of black gas rose from Lin Moryu's body, dissolving in the golden light. Lin Moyu asked, "What is this?" With his soul realm, he hadn't even sensed the black gas. The Heavenly Saint Sovereign explained, "This is a mark left by the Abyss Demon Sovereign on you." Just a mark? Lin Moyu felt there was more to it. The Heavenly Saint Sovereign further explained, "The Abyss Demon Sovereign's mark is special. He can not only track you through it but also ignore distance and directly attack you through the mark. Of course, such attacks aren't very powerful and won't be fatal. But they can disrupt your cultivation at critical moments, causing your efforts to be in vain." Lin Moyu felt a chill in his heart, as expected of the Abyss Demon Sovereign. His methods are indeed insidious and hard to guard against. Killing intent rose in his eyes. When he had enough strength in the future, he would definitely kill him. The Heavenly Saint Sovereign shook his head with a smile, "This is just a minor trick. The Abyss Demon Sovereign's true methods are far more troublesome. Even I find them troublesome, so I came immediately upon learning you had encountered him." As he spoke, the Heavenly Saint Sovereign produced a palm-sized puppet. "This is a substitute puppet. If you encounter a fatal threat, it can die in your place." A substitute puppet was a truly valuable item, more precious than a God Sovereign level treasure. Having it was like having an extra life. Lin Moyu immediately imprinted his soul mark on the substitute puppet, which then turned into a stream of light and entered his forehead. In his soul world, a puppet appeared beside his soul. The puppet was like a mass of gas, constantly changing, occasionally reflecting Lin Moryu's appearance. It emitted a peculiar aura, seemingly connected to some rule of the world. If there was a fatal danger, whether to his body or soul, it would die in Lin Moryu's place. Moreover, it could be controlled by Lin Moryu or left to act on its own. Being able to control it meant it wouldn't affect Lin Moryu's innate abilities. Lin Moryu would naturally prioritize using his innate abilities, only using the substitute puppet when his 2 rebirth chances were exhausted. Lin Moryu bowed to the Heavenly Saint Sovereign. "Thank you, Heavenly Saint Sovereign." The Heavenly Saint Sovereign waved his hand. "This is just one of the protections. The Talisman Saint Sovereign, the House Saint Sovereign, and the Killing Saint Sovereign are all preparing protective items for you. They will be delivered to you soon. Until you receive these protective items, do not leave the human race's star domain. Do you understand?" The Heavenly Saint Sovereign's tone carried a hint of caution. This also showed that the Heavenly Saint Sovereign was wary of the Abyss Demon Sovereign's methods. Lin Moryu became vigilant. "I will be careful." The Heavenly Saint Sovereign nodded in satisfaction, then looked at Zhu Qiwu. "Qiwu, you've been away from home for over 2,000 years. It's time to go back and take a look." Zhu Qiwu sighed with emotion. "Indeed, it's time to go back. Over 2,000 years, things have changed. I wonder how they are now." The Heavenly Saint Sovereign left, but not before reminding Lin Moryu once more. Lin Moryu and Zhu Qiwu returned to Fortress Number 10. After formally saying their goodbyes, Lin Moryu returned alone to Fortress Number 1. During the long teleportation, countless stars were left behind. After continuous battles, Lin Moryu felt a bit tired deep inside. This was unavoidable and something that would be experienced during cultivation. People have emotions, and no matter how firm one's Dao heart is, there are times when emotions fluctuate. That's why, after reaching a certain level of cultivation, one needs to experience life, to go through the warmth and coldness of human relationships, and to use ordinary life to smooth out the ups and downs of cultivation. Many powerful cultivators, whether god kings or god sovereigns, often hide their identities and enter the world of ordinary people. They live with ordinary people, eating, drinking, sleeping, and growing old together. Like Zhu Qiwu, who once, as a god king, went to several small worlds. In those small worlds, he lived as an ordinary person, fully experiencing birth, aging, illness, and death. Only after such experiences did he transcend again, making his Dao heart even firmer. Lin Moryu had once been an ordinary person, climbing step by step to where he was now, so he didn't need such experiences. But he also felt tired at times and needed rest. Fortress Number 1 was still the busiest place in the human race's territory in the Vermilion Bird battlefield. In the backyard of the trading center, Yuzhu had already prepared tea. Seeing Lin Moryu return, Yuzhu's beautiful face bloomed like a flower, radiant and captivating. "Captain. Tell Yuzhu about it. What kind of experience did you have this time?" Looking at the captain, "It seems like you've been through some slaughter. Was it dangerous?" Yuzhu's voice was sweet, and no matter how long you listened to her, it wouldn't be annoying. Lin Moryu still had the scent of blood on him, with a hint of weariness between his brows, and a faint killing intent emanating from him. Yuzhu, having observed many people, knew that Lin Moryu must have gone through a dangerous experience. A cup of iced tea went down his throat, the cool tea spreading through his body, dispelling the unease and heat in his blood. Lin Moryu exhaled a long breath and then showed a slight smile. "Indeed, I went through several big battles. You might hear about it soon." Yuzhu smiled sweetly. It seems the captain made quite a stir this time. Lin Moryu nodded slightly. Indeed, it was quite significant. Seeing that Lin Moryu didn't elaborate, Yuzhu didn't press further. Since Lin Moryu said there would be news, she wasn't in a hurry. The Yuzhu family had timely information, so it shouldn't take long. Yuzhu's big eyes sparkled with spirit. "Captain, do you know? A new guardian is coming to the Vermilion Bird battlefield." Lin Moryu nodded. "I know. Senior Zhu has advanced to the other shore, so naturally, someone else will take over." Zhu Qiwu's advancement to the other shore wasn't a secret, and Yuzhu would soon find out. Yuzhu wasn't too surprised, perhaps she had already heard the news. She continued, "Do you know who the new guardian is?" Lin Moryu shook his head. "I don't know. Generally, battlefield guardians are peak god sovereigns from the Divine City. Previously, it was Zhu Qiwu, and this time it should be the same, someone from a prominent family in the Divine City." Yuzhu said, "It should be someone from the Song family." Lin Moryu thought of Song Jia, the ancestor of the Song family, and other shore realm powerhouse, Song Jia. He had once helped Lin Moryu and even gave him an ancient talisman jade piece. The ancient talisman jade piece had become one of Lin Moryu's trump cards, helping him solve many troubles. Actually, Lin Moryu didn't care much about who would come to the Vermilion Bird battlefield as the guardian. However, seeing Yuzhu's somewhat strange expression, he asked, "Is there a problem?" Yuzhu whispered, "Captain, can you help me with something?" Lin Moryu looked at her. Tell me. Lin Moryu didn't agree immediately, and Yuju knew his character, so she said, it's about the new guardian from the Song family. Lin Moryu raised an eyebrow. Do you have a grudge against him? Do you want me to kill him? Yuju exclaimed in surprise. No, our Yuju family and the Song family have a good relationship. After thinking for a moment, Yuju finally gathered the courage. It's like this, the new guardian from the Song family is called Song Ren, a peak god sovereign. Song Ren is a good friend of my father and has a good relationship with our Yuju family. Song Ren has a son named Song Yi. Song Yi once proposed to me, but I refused. This time, he will also come, and my father will come too. Lin Moryu understood and couldn't help but laugh. What are you thinking? Yuju blushed. I have someone I like, and it's not Song Yi. As she spoke, Yuju's beautiful eyes stared straight at Lin Moryu, unblinking. Anyone with a normal mind could see the affection in Yuju's eyes. However, Lin Moryu seemed oblivious, sipping his tea, then just refused him directly. Yuju whispered, I can't do that. I can't explain it to my father. Our Yuju family has strict rules. The reason I haven't returned to the Yuju family or the Divine City and volunteered to come to the 4-star domains and enter the battlefield is to avoid him. Facing the family's rules, Yuju chose to escape. Lin Moryu understood well. In such prominent families, there were too many rules, and as a family member, one often had no choice. The family's arrangements had to be followed, and as a family member, one had to contribute to the family. There was only one exception, showing extraordinary cultivation talent. In that case, the family would treat you as a treasure, fully nurturing you, and wouldn't let you marry out. Even any external troubles would be handled by the family. But Yuju was clearly not that kind of person. Her cultivation talent was not top-notch, just decent. Yuju might have a high status in the Yuju family, but she couldn't escape such a fate. In a prominent family, sometimes one had no control over their own life. Lin Moryu asked, Song Yi's talent is very high, right? Yuju nodded, very high. He became a god king at just 300 years old, one of the outstanding talents of the younger generation in the Song family. Moreover, Song Ren had him late in life, and Song Yi is his youngest son, extremely doted on. Song Ren and my father have a very good relationship. Although my father loves me, he also considers the family. Not only that, Song Ren is a direct descendant of the Song family. His grandfather is the ancestor of the Song family and has a good relationship with the ancestor of our Yuju family. As Yuju spoke, she felt a bit desperate. The status of the family's ancestor was such that if Song Yi sought help from the ancestor, and the Song family ancestor and the Yuju family ancestor spoke, her father wouldn't be able to refuse even if he wanted to. Lin Moryu sipped his tea. So, what do you want me to do? Yuju thought for a moment. How about you make a sacrifice, and we make it a done deal, so I don't have to marry him. Lin Moryu almost spat out his iced tea. Yuju was really bold to come up with such an idea. He knew that in such families, a woman's chastity was highly valued. Losing one's virginity before marriage would result in severe punishment. Lin Moryu shook his head. This method won't work. Yuju sighed, as if she had already anticipated Lin Moryu's refusal. How about you propose to my father? If I marry you, I won't have to marry Song Yi. With your status and position, my father will definitely agree. Lin Moryu smiled and shook his head. I have a wife. What? Yuju was stunned, her face turning pale. Captain, you're married? Lin Moryu smiled. I got married in the small world, and I have more than one wife. Yuju was full of disappointment. After hesitating for a long time, she gathered her courage again. Then can you marry one more? At that moment, Lin Moryu found Yuju somewhat cute, a bit naive, and a bit pitiful. She usually imitated the demeanor of her elders, but no matter how well she imitated, she was still an inexperienced young girl. Although she was much older than Lin Moryu, she still behaved like a young girl. Seeing Yuju's worried and expectant face, Lin Moryu couldn't help but reach out and pat her head. Her soft hair brushed against his fingertips, and Lin Moryu's gentle voice followed. Don't worry, I have a way. Yuju's eyes lit up. What way? She had come to trust Lin Moryu's words without any doubt. If Lin Moryu said he had a way, then there must be a way. Lin Moryu closed his eyes slightly, connected to the Human Emperor network, and sent a message to Lady Yu. Lady Yu was the ancestor of the Yuju family. As long as she spoke, no one would oppose. Since that was the case, there was no need to think of other methods. Just go directly to Lady Yu. Within a minute of sending the message, Lin Moryu received a reply from Lady Yu. Lin Moryu opened his eyes and looked at Yuju, who was full of anticipation, and smiled. It's resolved. Yuju's eyes sparkled like stars at this moment. Really? Lin Moryu smiled slightly. When have I ever lied to you? From now on, your father won't force you. As long as you don't agree, the entire Yuju family won't force you. Although Yuju believed Lin Moryu, her heart was filled with questions. Just a little over a minute ago, Lin Moryu had closed his eyes, clearly connected to the human emperor network. In her view, a matter as significant as this was resolved so easily by Lin Moryu. She knew her father's character well. Her father was stubborn, almost like an old mule. Once he decided on something, not even a dragon could pull him back. Yuju was full of doubts. Captain, what did you do? Lin Moryu smiled mysteriously. You should know soon. Come, pour some tea. Yuju's delicate eyebrows furrowed slightly, but she still carefully poured tea for Lin Moryu. Lin Moryu didn't say anything more and just waited quietly. In less than half a minute, Yuju suddenly trembled, her eyes naturally closing. Lin Moryu knew she had received a message from the human emperor network. Yuju's eyes were closed, and her brows were filled with shock. Lin Moryu leisurely sipped his tea, no longer just drinking it but savoring it. His state of mind gradually calmed down, unhurried and relaxed. The aura from the previous battle gradually faded, becoming weaker and weaker until it disappeared completely. Suddenly, Lin Moryu felt a sense of transcendence. He didn't know when it started, but he could now look down on many things from a higher perspective. Perhaps his realm wasn't high enough, but the people and things he encountered, the enemies he killed, were already different from others. Unconsciously, he began to overlook. What troubled Yuju could be resolved with just a few words, without any difficulty. Some of his small actions could influence others' destinies. It seemed that everything around him was firmly under his control. Power. Countless people are obsessed with power because it brings unimaginable authority. In the mortal world, people yearn for royal power. Cultivators pursue higher realms. In the end, it's all about looking down from above. Unfortunately, this is not what I want. Lin Moryu's soul gently touched the coffin of slumber. This coffin, which he had personally refined, held his 4 beloved wives, who were quietly sleeping inside. Time had stopped for them, waiting for him to awaken them. Lin Moryu's thoughts returned, and he saw a pair of bright eyes. The eyes were filled with 3 parts admiration and 7 parts affection. Lin Moryu had a moment of daze, remembering that Ning Yi had once looked at him with such eyes. Captain, how did you do it? Yuju's clear and melodious voice rang out. Lin Moryu could roughly guess Yuju's experience just now. Is it resolved? Yuju nodded vigorously. It's resolved. The ancestor personally contacted me and said that from now on, I only need to listen to myself, not even my father. The ancestor's words are absolute in our Yuju family. No one dares to disobey, not even my father. Captain, but how did you do it? Lin Moryu smiled. I just told Lady Yu about your situation. She said she would handle it and told you not to worry. Yuju could tell that Lin Moryu was being evasive, but she was smart enough not to press further. Now, Yuju's mood was wonderful. The big issue that had been troubling her was finally resolved, and she no longer had to worry. Lin Moryu put down his teacup. All right, it's time to get down to business. I have a batch of items to trade, and there are many of them. Returning to her old profession, Yuju became professional. You always have a lot of items. As usual, give me the most precious ones first, and I'll appraise them for you. Lin Moryu didn't know which items were the most precious. He had too many storage items and hadn't checked them all. He took out several storage items, including those of the Abyssal Dragon Demon and some Peak God Sovereigns. These items should be the most precious. Each storage item carried the aura of its former owner. Lin Moryu hadn't had them for long, so the aura hadn't completely dissipated. Yuju was impacted by the aura, her face turning pale, and she was slightly injured. Her realm was too low. A Peak God Sovereign could kill her with just a glance. Lin Moryu flicked a wisp of white light onto Yuju, making her feel better. Yuju, still shocked, said, Captain, these items are terrifying. Lin Moryu smiled. Which one do you think is the most terrifying? Yuju carefully examined them and pointed to one. I think this one is the most terrifying. Lin Moryu chuckled. Good eye. This is the storage item of the Abyssal Dragon Demon, the strongest among these God Sovereigns, and other shore realm being. Yuju looked at Lin Moryu with confusion. What is the other shore realm? Lin Moryu thought for a moment. It's the realm above God Sovereign, the same level as your family's ancestor. Yuju's hair stood on end, as if struck by lightning. She couldn't believe Lin Moryu's words. Captain, are you serious? Lin Moryu nodded. Yes, it's true. The others belong to Peak God Sovereigns. Although it was hard to believe, Yuju still trusted Lin Moryu. She reached out her small hand and picked up the storage item of the Abyssal Dragon Demon. It was clear she was very nervous, her hand trembling. Another shore realm being, on the same level as her family's ancestor. Now, his storage item was in her hand. What about him? He must be dead. Was he killed by Lin Moryu? Was Lin Moryu's combat power that strong? Was it possible? But the storage item was right here. If not Lin Moryu, who else could have done it? Yuju's mind was filled with countless questions. She looked at the storage item, then at Lin Moryu. In her shock, she looked 7 parts cute. Lin Moryu couldn't help but reach out and tap her head. What are you thinking? The abyssal dragon demon wasn't killed by me. It was Senior Zhu who killed him. To be precise, it was Zhu Qiwu's token that killed him. Yuju finally understood. That makes sense. But the captain is still amazing, being able to fight alongside Senior Zhu. Lin Moryu smiled. Stop talking nonsense and start appraising. Yuju responded, these items are too valuable, beyond my authority. I need to have the elders in my family appraise them together. Lin Moryu nodded, do as you see fit. The Yuju family controlled the trading center and had a very complex and strict set of rules for the entire transaction. There were detailed regulations on what level of treasures could be appraised and valued. Not to mention items from the other shore realm, even those from peak god sovereigns were beyond Yuju's authority. In fact, Yuju hadn't expected the items Lin Moryu brought to be of such high level. Yuju contacted the elders in her family through the Human Emperor network. A few seconds later, Yuju said, Captain, the elders in my family are on their way. Please have some tea, they should be here soon. Lin Moryu nodded, no rush. At this moment, footsteps were heard in the courtyard, and a middle-aged man appeared outside the pavilion. The middle-aged man was named Yu Chengkong, with cultivation at the 7th tier of the God Sovereign realm. His appearance bore some resemblance to Yuju. Seeing the newcomer, Yuju immediately stood up and called out sweetly, Father. Yu Chengkong snorted, if I didn't come looking for you, you weren't planning to come back, were you? Yuju said in a small voice, that's not true. I just wanted to gain some experience out here. Yu Chengkong snorted again, experience? I think you're clearly trying to run away. His tone was somewhat stern, but Lin Moryu could see that he treated Yuju very well. Some emotions, no matter what is said, cannot be hidden in one's eyes. Yu Chengkong didn't enter the pavilion because there was a guest inside. Although the formation hadn't been activated and the transaction hadn't officially begun, rules were rules. When there was a guest in the pavilion, only the trader and the guest could be inside. No one else could enter without an invitation, and only the trader could extend invitations. Yu Chengkong looked at Lin Moryu. Lin Moryu had concealed his information, but the God King realm aura on his body couldn't fool him. When Yu Chengkong looked at Lin Moryu had already shifted his gaze to Yu Chengkong's side. Beside him stood a young man. This young man was none other than Song Yi, whom Yuju had mentioned. Song Yi was handsome and elegant, with an extraordinary demeanor. Although he was only at the 3rd tier of the God King realm, his aura was profound, incomparable to ordinary 3rd tier God Kings. Lin Moryu guessed that he probably had the ability to challenge those above his level, truly a genius. After arriving, Song Yi remained silent, but his gaze was fixed on Yuju, his eyes flickering with admiration. Unfortunately, it was a case of unrequited love. In matters of the heart, mutual feelings are necessary. Yu Chengkong spoke again, Yuju, didn't you see that senior brother Song has come too? Why didn't you greet him? Yuju made a sound and gave Song Yi a slight bow, hello, senior brother Song. Her words were lifeless, and even the etiquette wasn't quite proper. Yu Chengkong frowned, somewhat displeased, but Song Yi had already spoken, hello, junior sister Yuju. It's been a long time. Yuju made a sound of acknowledgement but said nothing more, instead looking at Yu Chengkong. The implication was clear. You told me to greet him, and I did. As for further conversation, there would be none. Yu Chengkong knew his daughter well. Under normal circumstances, he would have scolded her immediately, but with an outsider present, he still wanted to save face for Yuju. Yu Chengkong looked at Lin Moryu, young friend, could you find another trader for your transaction? This old man would like to have a word with my daughter. As a high-ranking god sovereign, Yu Chengkong thought that once he spoke, Lin Moryu, a mere god king, would surely agree. However, Lin Moryu lightly shook his head, I've grown accustomed to dealing with Sister Yuju over the years. I'm not comfortable with other traders. Yu Chengkong frowned, not expecting Lin Moryu to refuse his request. This young man didn't give him any face at all. He had good self-control and didn't argue with Lin Moryu, instead saying, then I'll trouble you to complete your transaction quickly. Lin Moryu shook his head again, there's no rush. I have many items to trade, and I'm waiting for people to arrive. Yuzhu chimed in, that's right, we have many items to trade, and they're very valuable. Father, why don't you wait outside for a while? As for how long it will take, we don't know yet. At this point, Yu Chengkong's expression became even more serious. Yuzhu, you know there are some things you can't avoid. He felt that Yuzhu and Lin Moryu were cooperating to stall for time. He simply didn't believe that a mere god king could have anything so valuable to trade. Yuzhu smiled brightly, Father, I'm not trying to avoid anything anymore. The ancestor said that I can make my own decisions about my affairs, and you can't coerce me. Yu Chengkong's expression changed, the ancestor? Yuzhu nodded, if you don't believe me, you can ask the ancestor yourself. Yu Chengkong snorted, do you think you can just ask the ancestor whenever you want? Yuzhu didn't care what Yu Chengkong said, anyway, the ancestor has spoken. I can make my own decisions. Senior brother Song Yi, let me say it again. I don't like you, and I won't marry you. Please leave and don't come back. Outrageous, Yu Chengkong shouted angrily, instinctively about to rush in. Yuzhu snorted, Father, don't forget the rules. Yu Chengkong's raised foot was put down again. By now, Song Yi's expression had become very unpleasant. Yuzhu's blunt rejection made him lose face. If it had been in private, that would have been one thing, but there was an outsider present. Lin Moryu was leisurely sipping tea with a smile, looking like he was enjoying the show, which made Song Yi extremely unhappy. Song Yi tried hard to suppress his anger. Junior sister Yuzhu, I truly like you. Since things had come to this point, Yuzhu completely let go. You like me, so I have to marry you. There are plenty of people in this world who like me. Should I marry all of them? Did you queue up? You think that just because you proposed to my father, I have no choice? Following me around like a stinking bug wherever I go, do you know how annoying you are? Please go find someone who likes you and whom you like, okay? Yuzhu spoke rapidly and urgently, revealing her true nature. Song Yi's face grew increasingly unpleasant. Yu Chengkong hadn't expected his daughter to speak like this suddenly and couldn't react for a moment. Clap, clap, clap. Applause suddenly rang out. Lin Moryu was clapping his hands. Well said. Matters of the heart should be mutual. How can there be forced marriages? To outsiders, it might seem like the Yu family's daughter has no suitors. Yu Chengkong said in a low voice, young friend, this is a matter of my Yu family. Lin Moryu smiled, I am Yuzhu's friend. Speaking up for a friend seems only natural to me. Song Yi finally couldn't hold back, you brat, do you know the status of the Yu family? Do you know who I am? Lin Moryu laughed out loud, if we're talking reason, let's talk reason. If we're talking feelings, let's talk feelings. Why bring up status now? Yuzhu echoed Lin Moryu's words, that's right. Always talking about status. So what if you're from the Song family? I'm from the Yu family. Is our Yu family inferior to your Song family? Silence. Yu Chengkong shouted sternly. Yuzhu's words had directly raised the issue to the relationship between the Yu family and the Song family. This way, even Yu Chengkong couldn't bear the responsibility. Yu Chengkong's face was full of anger. Do you know what you're saying? Yuzhu snorted, do you know what you're doing? You're selling your daughter, selling the Yu family's daughter. Yuzhu's words were extremely sharp. Yu Chengkong felt for a moment that the daughter before him was somewhat unfamiliar. In his memory, Yuzhu's personality did have a touch of feistiness, but she would never say such things. At this moment, he noticed Lin Moryu. When Yuzhu spoke, her gaze unconsciously turned to Lin Moryu. These words must have been taught by this boy. Yu Chengkong suddenly realized that Yuzhu's strong reaction today must be related to the young man before him. Song Yi seemed not to have realized the seriousness of the situation and instinctively said, it's not like that. Junior sister Yuzhu has misunderstood. Lin Moryu slightly shook his head, as if to say, so young and naive. Now that the issue had escalated to this point, Song Yi was still trying to argue, which was truly unwise. The accusation of selling the Yu family's daughter was too heavy for even Yu Chengkong to bear. Yu Chengkong's face turned red, you ungrateful girl, do you know what you're saying? Yuzhu snorted, I already told you before, the ancestor said I could decide who to marry, but you didn't believe me. So don't blame me. In my view, you're selling your daughter. For the sake of your so-called friendship, you don't care about your daughter's happiness. I'm a member of the Yu family, so you're selling the Yu family's daughter. Unspoken rules are unspoken because everyone knows them but can't publicly acknowledge them. What was originally an unspoken rule of intermarriage between prominent families was now being openly discussed by Yuzhu in a different way. And every word made sense, leaving Yu Chengkong unable to refute. At this moment, Yu Chengkong's face had turned extremely ugly. He glared at his daughter but couldn't say a word in rebuttal. Lin Moryu leisurely drank his tea, giving Yuzhu a look of approval. Yu Chengkong said, I'm doing this for your own good. Yuju coldly replied, that's too grandiose a reason, but I don't accept it. I have someone I like. If you truly care about me, then don't stop me. Everyone's happiness is something they must strive for themselves. I will strive for my own happiness, without regret. After saying this, Yuju turned to Lin Moryu and smiled beautifully. Their eyes met, and Lin Moryu's expression changed slightly, showing surprise, unexpectedness, and a bit of a headache. Some of the words Yuju had just said were indeed taught by Lin Moryu. He knew that even if Lady Yu's words suppressed the situation, Yu Chengkong would still be dissatisfied, and Song Yi would continue to pester. So he had Yuju speak decisively and put a heavy label on it. But the last few sentences, he hadn't taught her. Even Song Yi, as dense as he was, now understood that Yuju was acting this way because she had someone she liked. And that person was the young man in front of him. Song Yi immediately directed his anger at Lin Moryu, his gaze like sharp arrows piercing Lin Moryu, gritting his teeth, it's you. Good upbringing prevented him from uttering too many harsh words. But his anger was evident. Lin Moryu sighed, you're playing with fire. This wasn't directed at Song Yi but at Yuju. Yuju bit her silver teeth, like a moth to a flame, I'm willing. Lin Moryu felt a bit helpless, but he couldn't refuse Yuju now. Otherwise, it would push Yuju to a dead end, and Yuju was one of his few friends. He couldn't do such a thing. Sit down, Lin Moryu gestured for Yuju to sit. Yuju obediently sat down and poured tea for Lin Moryu. This made Song Yi even more furious, his eyes enough to kill. Lin Moryu looked at Song Yi, a forced melon is not sweet. You should give up. Song Yi gritted his teeth, who do you think you are? He wanted to rush in and kill Lin Moryu, but Yu Chengkong stood in his way. Rules are rules, and they are the bottom line of the Yu family. No matter how angry Yu Chengkong was, the rules couldn't be broken. Lin Moryu softly said, for the sake of your family's ancestor, I won't argue with you. Song Yi sneered, who do you think you are? My ancestor doesn't need your respect. Get out here, and I'll teach you a lesson. Lin Moryu shook his head, not wanting to waste more words with Song Yi. He turned to Yu Chengkong, Senior, you are Yuju's father, and I am Yuju's friend, so I respect you. But you should ask Lady Yu about this matter. To be blunt, as long as I'm here, you can't force Yuju. If I want to take Yuju away, you can't stop me. Lin Moryu spoke slowly, his voice not loud but full of power. Yu Chengkong felt the aura of a superior from Lin Moryu. For a moment, he wondered if he had misjudged something. The young man before him might not be just a god king but a god sovereign, perhaps even stronger than himself. After saying this, Lin Moryu said no more, taking the tea Yuju handed him and sipping it slowly. Song Yi was about to explode with anger, wanting to say something, but Yu Chengkong stopped him. Yu Chengkong said, don't be hasty. Let me ask the ancestor. Song Yi had to suppress his anger. Yu Chengkong was his elder, and he couldn't argue. Yu Chengkong connected to the Human Emperor Network and contacted Lady Yu. As a high-ranking god sovereign of the Yu family, he could indeed contact Lady Yu. But under normal circumstances, they wouldn't contact their ancestor unless necessary. His expression changed from serious to shocked, becoming very complex. Yuju saw this and snorted, you should have contacted her earlier. You just wouldn't listen. Lin Moryu smiled, people always like to act based on their own experience. They don't pay much attention to the words of those they consider weak. Yuju snorted, he's always like this, a male chauvinist. He never listens to me or my mother. Lin Moryu smiled, now it's resolved. Lady Yu will give him the answer. But you, saying such things, aren't you afraid you won't be able to marry in the future? Yuju gathered her courage, I won't marry anyone except the captain. If the captain doesn't want me, I'll remain single for life. Her words were firm, and Lin Moryu could tell she wasn't joking. At this moment, he couldn't give Yuju any answer. A few minutes later, Yu Chengkong opened his eyes again. His gaze was very complex, looking at Yuju, then at Lin Moryu, opening his mouth but not knowing what to say. Song Yi nervously asked, Uncle, what did Lady Yu say? Yuju snorted, what else could she say? I already told you, I will decide my own marriage. I won't marry you, give up. Yu Chengkong sighed, the ancestor ordered me not to interfere in Yuju's marriage. At this moment, he felt a sense of relief, as if a burden had been lifted. Song Yi trembled, this can't be. Our families have been close for generations, with many intermarriages. Lady Yu wouldn't disagree. There must be a mistake. I'll go to my ancestor and have him talk to Lady Yu. Yu Chengkong said nothing. At this point, he had nothing more to say. Whether it was the Song family's ancestor or his own, he couldn't offend either. He looked at Lin Moryu with a complex expression, unable to see through this young man. At this moment, more footsteps were heard, and someone approached. The newcomer was dignified and elegant, with an indescribable grace in her steps, and her appearance was stunningly beautiful. Song Yi, who had been furious a moment ago, couldn't take his eyes off her. The newcomer seemed to have an irresistible charm, drawing everyone's attention. Lin Moryu also looked at her with admiration. She was one of the most charming female cultivators he had ever seen. However, Lin Moryu's admiration was purely appreciation, without any other feelings. Yu Chengkong saw the newcomer and immediately bowed. Chengkong greets Aunt Cheng. Yu Bingqing nodded and walked past Yu Chengkong into the pavilion. She gracefully bowed to Lin Moryu. Bingqing greets Mr. Lin.